Thanks, Jack. Did you get that?
Well, you did it. You fell down the stairs and landed on your ass in the dank basement. Hi, everybody. I'm Uncle Squinty. Paul, how are you? Well, I got some good news and some bad news regarding the relative safety of nasal snuff. Talking with my good friend, otolaryngologist extraordinaire. That's a fancy way of saying ear, nose, throat doctor. My friend, Dr. Paul Williams, practicing ENT medicine in the Minneapolis area for more than 30 years. And I asked him when we met about the relative safety of nasal snuff, and he said the following. In my 30 plus years of practice, I have not seen one case of nasal pharyngeal cancer associated with nasal snuff use. But, and here's the important part, especially if you have some Asian blood in you, even if you're only 1/4 Asian, you might be facing an incredibly increased risk of nasal cancer from using nasal snuff, and here's how. If you are of Asian blood, even if only one grandparent came from Asia, and if you've had an illness called mononeucleosis, you know what mono is, the kissing disease. A lot of people get it when they're teenagers because it is, in fact, very easily communicable by kissing. And that's a nasty illness, but it's very treatable. But if you're Asian and you've had mono, your chances, according to several studies now, of getting nasal pharyngeal polyps and cancers radically increases. So, if you are Asian and if you've had mono, stay away from nasal snuff. Now, I'm not a doctor. I am not at all qualified to give medical advice, and that's why you need to talk to your own healthcare provider or medical professional, okay? Don't take my word for anything when it comes to your health. You need to do the research for yourselves, all right? That being said, though, it's good news to hear that I, since as far as I know, have no Asian blood in me and have never had mono, I can safely, or more safely, I should say, use nasal snuff. What are the various risks of using various types of tobacco? I think we can all agree that cigarettes are probably the deadliest form of tobacco, not only for cancer risk, but of course for heart problems, lung problems, in men, erectile dysfunction, guys. There's even a study that suggests that smoking cigarettes decreases penis size. I started smoking in 1976. Two belly buttons. Anyway, so cigarettes, the absolute worst. Second most risky, dip. Sorry, guys, I read a lot of nonsense on the dip channel. Oh, no, dip is safe. Dip is perfectly safe because you're not smoking. Dip is safe. I got my mud jug right here. You want to see my lip diarrhea? It smells delicious. You guys, yeah, that's so disgusting. I'm sorry. I mean, even cigarette smoking to me is far less disgusting than somebody spitting big wads of brown lip diarrhea. Yeah, I got my sniff. You know what I'm going to do? Friday night, I got it all planned out. I'm going to listen to some Alan Jackson. I'm going to drink some Bud Light. I'm going to use some Coke. And then I'm going to go see my favorite little sheep. She makes me feel bad to the bone. Sheep. No, I am not suggesting that users of dip are necessarily having sex with sheep. Might be. Might not. All right, third most risky, and it's about an even tie, would be pipes and cigars. Now, in and of themselves, pipes and cigars would be about as safe as Swedish snus, we'll say, which is further down the list, except for the fact that if you have smoke, you are going to inhale a little bit. I can hear all the pipe and cigar guy going, no, you don't. You don't inhale a cigar. That's stupid. No, you don't deliberately inhale a cigar like you do a cigarette. But you do have an awful lot of smoke around you. If you're a pipe or cigar smoker who likes to retrohale, which is to take the smoke all the way in the back of the throat and then blow it out through your nose and then re-inhale it, or not inhale it, but sniff it sort of. I think that's a pretty good description of retrohale. My pipe smoking friends can tell me if I'm wrong. But you're going to inadvertently inhale a little bit of that smoke. And that's why pipes and cigars are just below dip on the risk scale. Now, below pipes and cigars, you've got Swedish snus. While it is an oral tobacco, the process by which snus is made appears to remove some of the carcinogens and make it a safer product to use than dip. Also, with snus, there's no spitting. That's why I will use snus, but I will not use Cope or Longhorn or Grizzly or whatever. Aside from the disgusting stuff, I'll use snus. And at the bottom of the risk list, of course, is our good friend Nasal Snuff. Notice I did not include vaporizers, e-cigs, or nicotine gum patches in that because they are not tobacco products. They're nicotine delivery systems, but they're not tobacco products. Right? Speaking of tobacco products, want to do a pinch with me? Let's do this. I'm going to use some Sam Gowith Red Crest. Oh, I love this stuff. Natural tobacco aroma. No frills, nothing sweetie, deedy, fruity, duty, choco-rific, mentholicious, none of that crap. It's just nice tobacco. A delightful scent. Lots of bright Virginias in here. It has almost a citrusy sort of edge to it. It's so nice. So let's do a pinch. You ready? Cheers, big ears. Oh, I love Samuel Gowith Red Crest, but I do not love not being able to find my handkerchief. Well, I can always blow my nose on my crotch. If I could do that, I would never leave the house. Yeah, good stuff. So, unless you are a person of Asian extraction who has had mononeucleosis, you're probably pretty safe using nasal snuff. But here is my standard disclaimer, which I don't often speak out loud, but it's important. First of all, if you are under the legal smoking age where you live, the legal tobacco use age where you live, get off my channel. Go watch Jenna Marbles or go, Tommy Sotomayor or anybody but me. Just go away. I don't want to encourage anybody to start using tobacco, and that includes adults. If you have not used tobacco in your life, why start? You've got better things to do with your time and your money, right? Take yoga. Yoga pants. That cap snaffler. Love it. There's lots of things you can do with your time and money. You don't need to be using tobacco. But if you are a tobacco user who is looking for a safer alternative to your current form of tobacco use, you can consider nasal snuff to be pretty safe, I guess. And again, I'm not a doc. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. Please talk to your own healthcare provider. Don't take my word for anything. It's your health. All right? All that stuff being said, I'm going to do another pinch of this Red Crest. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I'm very jealous. I saw that Snuff Begins on one of his Snuff reviews has almost 2,000 views. I think my largest number of views is 1,098. I was like, hey, what does Snuff Begins have that I don't? Oh, he's got that cool Yorkshire accent. I think it's Yorkshire, England. Yeah. All right, my friends, let's do this one more pinch, and then I'm going to ring off for the day. I appreciate the views. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. Sorry I'm so slow in getting these videos up. It's easy for me to make the videos, but it's still just a royal pain in the ass to try to upload them. Google has gotten less and less and less friendly to blind users over the past 4 years. Now, here's the big exciting news I've got. I'm going to try the latest version of a bunch of different softwares. We're going to see if we can make the job easier. But at this point, I cannot reply to your comments. So please, if you want a question answered, write me directly at unclesquinty@gmail.com. All right. Cheers. From the dank basement, snorting the Red Crest, I am your wicked Uncle Squinty, Paul Shellbetter. Thanks for watching. Cigarette smoking decreases the size of your penis. Are you serious? Why doesn't it do the same thing for vaginas? Then we'd be cool, right? The Legos would snap together that way. I don't know, man. Cigarette smoking decreases the size of your penis? Oh, Jesus.